like just start closing your eyes, and obviously the hypnosis started, bro.
Oh, baby, I can't say all you need, and I can't say all you need. Oh, baby.
Late nights in California with my baby. Man, she had my back when I been low. Back against the wall, had me back again with you. Back from the city where they be packing the juice. I ain't never been about that life. Yeah, my eyes been about that sight.
Well, everyone, welcome back. This is episode 2 of the Knockabout Boys. And yeah, bro, episode 2. Welcome back, fella.
Thank you, bro.
We're back in the booth or the studio.
The studio, yep.
And yeah, so we're just coming back and we're just happy to be doing this. And we'll just start off with a bit of a white oil check, my brother?
Definitely, bro.
How are you feeling this morning, and how did your day start off? And
Day started off not too well, bro. Hopped up. Hey, I'll admit, I slept in a little half an hour.
Yep.
Did not want to get up out of bed, but you know, but everything started to kick back in. Got up, got a workout in.
Nice.
Sweated nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Got some mobility in after it. Awesome way to start the day.
The niggly shoulder still going on, or
And the knee, it's still there,
The
but I'm
knee.
not trying to think about it too much.
yeah.
And then I heard the rain on top of the roof, bro.
That's what happened to me too, bro.
Secretly happy, cuz. And so that just topped.
Oh,
it
was
off.
this while you're at the gym?
Yeah. So I was
Oh.
like going, is that rain? I was just like,
Yes.
thank you.
Yeah. Well, that was like me, bro. Like, I mean, I texted you this morning. I got up and I was thinking, hey, and then it wasn't raining when I got up, but my daughter came up. She woke up out of bed and she was a little bit hungry. I was like, oh yeah, sweet, I'll make some cereal, some cornflakes, and then I started having some with her too. And she was like, oh, Dad, you want to go watch a movie?
Oosh.
And I was like, oh yeah, okay. And then that sort of that's when I sent my text to you. Said, oh bro, I won't make it to the gym today because the young ones that wanted to watch a movie. So I was like, oh okay. And then later, about half an hour later, you're sort of like, oh hold up, cuz we might not have work today because I heard the rain as well.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, okay, sweet. And then you gave me a text 10 minutes later. It was like, oh, site's closed, cuz. I was like, sweet, day off. And you're like, yeah. I was like, oh yes.
How did your day start, bro, apart from...
But apart from that, it was good, bro. The kids got ready for school. Jazz got them all ready and took them to school, and I just sort of cleaned up the kitchen. The twins were here just watching a bit of TV, and then just did a bit of brainstorming for the potty.
Nice, bro.
And also got some good news from our slices business.
Yep.
So we're going to do a market on Thursday, and then in a fortnight's time as well. So
Where's this market at?
it's in Yatala, bro. So if anyone wants to come down to Yatala Distillery Markets, we'll be there on Thursday from 4 o'clock to 9 this Thursday. And also, actually, whenever we drop this, I don't even know, because it's ain't live, so you just might miss that one. And then also a fortnight's time on the 13th of November.
At the same place?
At the same place, bro.
Nice,
So that's exciting for us, exciting news for us. So, yeah.
Awesome, bro. Congratulations to both of you.
Yeah, thank you. So it started off mean, bro. Mean.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
That's what we're searching for.
Yeah, hard.
Yep.
Bro, should we go into a bit of some relevant news?
I think so, yeah. Jeez, yeah.
Something that I found, we try to add this segment into our podcast all the time, but lately this week I've been on TikTok scrolling a bit, and there's this name that pops up quite frequent as Mr. Chocolate. So I think so this guy I think he's an Aussie-born Māori, and he was doing a live a few days ago, and some chick on TikTok just screen recorded it. So I think they're on the piss, bro, and then he was just talking rubbish about New Zealand Māoris, I guess.
Yep.
He's a Māori himself, but I guess the ones specifically back home, and like labelled them as like the hoary ones with like no teeth, gumboot wearing, hairy.
What's wrong with all that?
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
That's a unique person to me, bro?
Exactly, bro. And when I heard it, bro, I was just like scrolling through, and bro, everyone was paying him out. So bro, why would you do that to your own culture, brother? Like, what does that scream to you? A bit of insecurity or what? Or
I don't know. Maybe he knew that it'll maybe ruffle a few feathers.
Yeah.
Does he really mean it though, bro? I honestly don't know. You know, it's like, is he just trying to, like he said, maybe he's trying to chase a bit of clout?
Yeah.
Know that he'll get a bit of a backlash from it. So
yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking too. He might be doing it on purpose, bro. So it might be a bit of a strategic move from him.
Yeah, definitely.
whether it's that or if he truly means it, he might be a bit, I don't know, a bit off himself, eh? Like all he was saying in the video that you know, the Māoris over here were just chasing muscle, tattoos, and girls. Like that's pretty much what he was saying.
Yep.
So like, oh,
I think like that's, hey, I'll be honest with that. I think when I first came over to Australia, bro, that's exactly how I was. But that was because, you know, I was young.
Yeah.
You know, and we sort of have a fair idea when we, you know, when the young Māori boys do come over here,
yeah.
you know, they
That-
do turn a little bit, they do turn heads a little bit, eh, bro?
That's it, bro. Yeah, especially because once you do come over here, you just sort of, I don't know, it might be a bit of a, but I think you can sort of all the Aussie girls, they sort of like cling to the Kiwi boys in a way, eh? And the boys and the Kiwi boys love it.
Yep.
And you know when they just gym going this and that, and it is a bit of a, I guess it's a bit of a stereotype for us
It is
over
a
here,
stereo-
eh?
yeah, bro,
That's how we
definitely.
get seen.
Yep.
But you can't put us all in that box, eh? I guess.
No, you definitely can't. And I think once you start wising up too, eh, bro,
Mm.
obviously you start growing up a little bit, then obviously that all goes out the door.
Yeah.
And then I suppose the next next generation comes in, eh?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's it. But so where do you like with that? Where do you stand with that, bro? You sort of
I don't mind it, bro.
yeah.
I reckon he's not. He's just doing it just to get
Just
a reaction.
chase.
I reckon, eh,
That's
bro.
That's what I was thinking when I was
Yep.
listening to him. I'm like, oh, the bro's probably chasing a bit
Yeah.
of clout himself,
Yeah, that's right.
whether that's true or not. But that's sort of my opinion on
Yeah,
that as
yeah.
well.
It's all business at the end of the day, yeah.
That's it, brother. That's it. Anyway, bro, should we go on to our topic of the day of the potty? I guess.
I think so, bro. Looking forward to this one.
Yeah, sweet. So we're going to dive a bit deep in this one, and this is more relationship driven. This potty here.
Mhm.
And we want to give some tips and some insight onto like some unattractive traits in a relationship. Yeah. Do you want to kick us off, bro? Give us some sort of
Yeah, bro.
ones that you sort of that stands out to you.
I think one of
That
the
can
one of the topics here, I think resentment is quite an interesting one, eh, bro? Especially when it comes around maybe having your first child.
yeah.
Hey, bro, having, for some people, okay, I'll tell a little bit of a story.
Let's go.
There, when I found out when you do sort of have your first child, you know, you may be in that young category, but then all the things start to pop up. For example, I'm doing this. How come you're not doing that?
Yeah.
I've got to go to work, and I'm still up looking after the baby. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I do this and you do that.
Yeah.
You know, all of that type of stuff, bro, I think plays a big part when couples have their first baby, maybe.
Yes. Yeah.
One of the main ones I think that a lot of males might have been into was, oh well, you know, I've got to go to work. I've got to go to work at 4:30 in the morning, but I've still been up with the baby the whole entire night.
Yes.
You know, and then obviously that starts a bit of an argument around, you know, early in the morning. Who wants to be arguing about that type of stuff early in the morning?
Yeah.
You know what I mean, bro? The baby
Exactly.
may be up, and we all think that these babies are just laying there and just don't know what's going on. But if you think about it, bro, those babies, they're incredible little creatures, eh? They've been swimming around in water, bro. There's no way, like, of course they're going to know that there's some type of negative situation that may be happening in the bedroom between the mother and the father, eh, bro?
They can sense it all, eh, bro?
They can, bro.
They're hearing everything that we're going through, I guess, as
Yep.
as partners and relationships.
Yep.
And I think even at that young age, bro, we don't realize the effect that it can have on them. Like even as babies, still coming up. So
Yeah.
I think, yeah, like keep touching on what you're saying, bro.
But I
on
don't
this
think
story.
that it's, see, these, every now and then, like there may be a situation where the mother might say, oh, how come it's not done like this? We did it like that the last time. And like the partner, the father sort of feels a little bit undermined, eh, bro? Like, because if you think about it, back in the day, that's all we really knew. Like when we were back in caveman styles,
Yeah.
you know, I'm the male.
Yeah.
How dare you tell me how to do something like that? And
Yeah.
that's something hard for a male to try to pick up,
Yeah.
especially when it's, you know, it's someone that's trying to tell you how to do this or how to do that sort of thing. You know, it's hard for them to sort of break that mold, if you get what I mean, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the first thing that they're doing is they're going to start biting back, bang,
Yeah.
bang, bang, start saying things, unnecessary things that they probably don't really mean, but it's just that lack of sleep, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. And where do you like, where does this sort of, like, I guess, where does it sort of stem from, like that sort of, because what is that, like, you know, oh, you're doing this, I'm doing this, like, where's the meeting point? Where do you actually, where's the solving point, I guess, instead of someone's doing too much or someone's doing lack of?
Beautiful, bro. I think it's obviously it's not always one person's fault. It's got to be both of them at a certain time. But I think it's if one person actually bites the bullet and says, "Hey, look, you know, all right, maybe I've got to start." You know, just listening instead of biting back.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you think about it, the mother and the child have been very, very close for those 9 months, bro.
Yeah.
All the mother wants is just the best for their children.
Yeah.
And if the father is always biting back all the time, it's going to make it very hard on their relationship, I think, too, bro. You know, and that's the last thing you want. You don't want to be in a hard relationship when you've got this brand new baby sort of thing.
Yeah. Do you think, like, because where my head went with it is when as being a sort of, I guess, being appreciated from both ends, so like both partners appreciating what each other do, and sort of being like, I know it's hard for you, and I see it's hard for you, like, you know, or just more like, you know, thank you for going to work, babe. Like, every day you go to work, it's making us, it's, you know, putting food on the table. It's doing that. If the partner just did that, and vice versa, if the male, you know, the breadwinner went home and said, far out, what you do for a job is actually, you know, stay home parent is actually hard, you know. I couldn't do it as good as you. And giving them that toe talk, or being like, far out, like, you know, without you it would be hard for me, and sort of just appreciating each other's efforts.
That's hard for them not these days, but especially when you're probably sleep deprived as well. It's hard to see that type of
the angle,
bro.
Yeah, okay.
It's, but I think you're definitely right though, bro. If I think, no, we're not obviously relationship experts, but
exactly.
I think if exactly what you just said, if each other starts doing a bit of toe talk, or like you said, you know, appreciating what each other does. Yeah, man, I think they're on.
It'll go a long way.
Yeah, I think they're onto something good there.
Yeah. Because I feel like, bro, they could do a world of good. Like, I mean, just not to go too far off track, but like even with you know, in my relationship, I feel like that the date nights, you know, just in those times when we're just alone, just being able to really give each other that uplift and be like, far out. Shot, babe, you done this today, you done this week, you know, and just sort of just really giving each other that. It's really benefited, I guess, my relationship and going forward, and then also knowing each other's strengths.
Definitely.
Like, I know, like, there's a lot of things that Jazz does that I couldn't do half as well, and like, you know, and I literally know that like, babe, like, you're an awesome stay-at-home mum. You do the lunches. You know how to cook mean feeds, dinners, and all that sort of stuff. And I acknowledge that she can do that real well, and I'm not half as good as that. And so knowing her strengths, and then also my strengths in the areas that she's maybe not as good at, and we both acknowledge that is
it's cool.
Really helped us as well.
It'll be good if both of the parents could really lock that in, bro.
Agree.
Like why can't they, sort of thing? Like, why does one person have to belittle the other person? You know, when all you have to do is just say, hang on, let's just hold up here for a second. I don't know, maybe is the father too proud?
Could be that.
Hey, bro, to say something encouraging or supportive to their partner.
I think pride gets in the way of a lot of relationships, bro, and even insecurity as well,
Yeah,
like some people not actually like feeling good about themselves, but because they don't, they're afraid if they expose themselves or be vulnerable, that their partner may let them down and be like, oh, why would I want to be with you if you're like that, and it just turns into an argument, but not mature. What was I going to say? Not being mature about it and being able to, like, fix it, bro.
Yeah.
Fix it together, because at the end of the day, if you really love each other, and you really want to make it happen, then these things should be like, because it's your foundation, you should be able to just talk about them in a normal setting, I guess.
Yeah. Definitely agree, bro. Far, you whacked that right on the head.
Yeah.
Some good gems in there.
Yeah.
Well done, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, that was like, that's sort of I guess, there's like controlling. Jealousy is a big one, bro.
But I think also what they sort of need to realize is that when, we'll just say the mother, for example.
Yep.
The stuff that she's saying, they don't obviously really mean it, bro?
Yeah.
Maybe they're just trying to hurt the person straight away, wittingly.
Yeah.
But like, I honestly don't think that they really mean it. They just,
No.
they just give them some help, I think. Bro.
I think sometimes, bro, like even just women or even men as well, but people just want to be heard.
Yep.
And I feel like when they're not being heard, they'll do those little digs or attack in ways where they don't purposely mean it, but they know that it'll push a button of yours to be like, oh, I'm going to say this, and like it's going to hurt or something like that. So it's sort of like, oh, okay, I know what to say to push your buttons.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's more screaming out for like, oh, babe, just listen, like, listen, this is what I want from you. But they just come in at a way it's sort of an ugly way of coming at it.
It is, yeah.
But it's maybe the only way they know how to communicate it.
Yep. Without
being fully vulnerable and being like, oh, babe, we need to talk about this,
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's just what I think. That's what's happened, I guess, in our relationship in the past and my wife. So yeah,
just communication, bro.
Just communication, bro.
How do you think that they can? Some of the things that they may need to do, not both of them, maybe just one person. Let's just say it's the dad, for example. Just say like, okay, I'm over all this arguing, just little annoying little things that we don't really need right now. What do you think that the father will just go, all right, sweet, I'm going to start working on myself so we can get this relationship from here and bring it back up?
Bro, like we touched on a little bit before, just communication and just being open and honest, bro.
Yep.
It is a scary thing to do though sometimes, because you're fully opening up your heart to someone that may just step on it and be like, oh, that's out of it, that's yuck,
Yeah.
But I think doing that, and the setting has to be right as well. You can't do it like, when there's a house full of kids screaming. You got to do it like when it's just you two.
Yep. And
just having that alone time to be like, babe, this is how I've been feeling. This is what I feel like. Can we talk about it? And when they're ready, because sometimes it might be hard for men to do it, or even females, if they've been shut down from their partner before from doing it.
Definitely, yep.
So there might be a time that you rocked up to your partner and said, oh, babe, we need a date night, or we need some time alone. And she'd be like, oh, can't even do that. I need to go do this with my girls. I need to hang out with my mates this weekend,
Yep.
And then it's sort of like, oh, it just hits there, and it's like you were actually trying to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
And she just shut you down.
And you don't want to do it again.
And you don't want to do it. It's scary, because it's like,
it is, bro.
I was actually in a vulnerable state when I was talking to you about this, but you just shut it down. And it makes us not want to do it again, bro.
Yeah, bro.
So I think it is a hard thing.
Yep.
But if you could get to that stage and not being scared of being, I guess, shut down again, then you're away, bro. You can get to that point, because it does, I feel like, solves a lot of problems.
Oh, bro.
Going into future, just everything you can sort of, if you can do that with your partner, then every time a hard situation comes up, you can be like, oh, babe, we need to actually talk about this.
Yep.
As little as it may be,
talk
about it,
Even, I think even getting in a little bit of meditation, so you're not, just so you slow down a bit, bro. Just to take when a situation does come up, instead of you just getting on it straight away, sort of just doing hang on, these that feeling I was when I was in that meditative state. Just pull back a little bit, have a little bit of a think about what's going on at the moment. Are the words that I'm going to say really affect the situation that I'm trying to make a little bit more better? Yeah.
Bro, hard out. That's pondering on things, and you're really diving deep.
And I think that's where it all comes down to, is just awareness again.
Awareness, bro.
Awareness.
Yeah.
I think if no matter what situation you are, maybe you're about to go and stick a plant in the ground or go and change a tire, You know,
Yeah.
just being aware of, you know, oh, hang on, what's actually going to happen here first?
Yeah.
Is that plant the right plant that I need to stick in?
That's it,
You
bro.
know,
Yeah.
it's just not a relationship. I think it's just an everyday life. bro.
Everyday
just
life.
having that awareness of, is this decision going to be the right one?
Yeah. Yeah. Hard. It's bro. It's a very important subject because I don't think it gets spoken about enough, eh?
Oh, definitely.
Especially
not, bro.
especially between males as well. Like
Yeah.
I think we sort of like when we're hanging out with the boys, we just sort of just it's
Mhm.
just boy talking. It's just good yarns and good times. But even being able to open the space up to other people, you know,
Yeah.
people that listen,
Yeah, hard.
be like, oh, the boys even, you know, they talk, they are quite deep and they got depth to them.
Yeah,
Is important for us all, bro,
definitely, bro.
and can trigger and open up conversations to people that maybe are going through it or need that help. So yeah,
Nice, bro. Awesome.
bro, and like I think this all comes down to even like having these traits. We can all hold on to a bit of resentment if we don't deal with them with what we're talking about, eh, bro?
Oh, yeah, definitely, bro. Yeah.
What do you think about resentment, bro? Like when it comes down to it?
Oh, I think it's an ugly thing to have, eh? It's an ugly emotion to have, I think.
Yeah, because I think through all of this, it can build resentment if you have like, you know, if you are a bit controlling, you're a bit jealous,
Mhm.
and then I think it can trigger on to having resentment overall in the overall relationship, eh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's something that you don't really need.
Mm,
Jeez.
yeah,
Such an ugly thing, bro, resentment.
yeah, but yeah, bro. So that's some things that I guess we can try avoid in our relationships, and some unattractive things that we can try work on and keep communication a big thing
Yeah, bro, definitely.
in our partnerships and our marriages and all that sort of stuff.
Definitely. I hope that a few people out there, they actually hear, you know, that little clip of what we just talked about, eh, bro?
Mm,
I think resentment is a big thing in relationships.
yeah.
And like you said, the brothers, they don't want to be vulnerable in that type of area. So,
Mm,
like, if you think about it, bro, if once you actually let that down, bro, that would be the nicest feeling, bro. You
yeah.
know, you're like going there, nah, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna let it win. I'm not gonna let it win. But as soon as you just like have a breath and just go, babe, you know, that would be one of the nice, awesomest feelings, bro. I reckon.
Yeah.
Just not having to have put that front on all the
It will
time.
make you less anxious as well, bro.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
like some people can be going home and like just in defense mode, you know, because you just don't know what you're going to hear. You don't know what you're going to, like what's going to get said to you. That
Yep.
could be, and you just be going home just being like, okay, getting ready for it. And it can give you a bit of anxiety.
Bro,
You go home and
definitely.
you're like, oh no, what am I going to have to do now?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this is going to happen. Oh, I'm going to have to do that. And it's like far out.
Yeah, bro, I definitely think that would be going majority of the people, bro. That would really happen, I think, especially driving home from work,
Yeah.
bro. And like even driving home from work, knowing that all this type of stuff happens,
Yeah.
I think you start resorting to things for your dopamine to make you happy again.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The beer's on the way
The
home.
beer's on the way home.
The
Yeah.
blocks of chocolate, that's always going to boost it too, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely going to boost it, bro. So
Yeah.
so that's going to bring up all these habits that you've done last time. That's going to go, oh, hang on, I know that I'm going to go and about to head into this negative situation.
Yeah.
What helped me out last time?
Yeah.
A shot of whiskey while I'm driving home.
Yeah.
Or a
Yeah.
bar
Just
of
to ease up.
Yeah, just to ease up, because you know it's going to make you happy.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. So you're going to head into the house. You know you might have another hit before you get into the house, a row of chocolate
Yeah. Yeah.
before you get in there.
So you
You're
can
just
get
like,
in, you're sort of like, yeah, the body's relaxed,
Yeah.
the mind's sort of sweet.
Yep.
Just rocking in and
chocolate
Yeah.
on the teeth.
chocolate on the teeth, eh? Feeling good. But yeah, the last one that I sort of wanted to touch on is, bro, like, what's your thoughts on dishonesty, bro? Or like someone being dishonest?
Jeez, don't like it, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
It plays just shows the character of the person, eh?
Yeah, yeah, because I mean, that's one for me that I sort of like don't like.
Mm.
It's a big one. I mean, all of them got their own place, but I feel like you know, if you're dishonest, it sort of like shows like who you are.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, like, why don't you just tell the truth? Like, but you know, there's a story that I wanted to bring up from like you know, I feel like dishonesty can come from even your upbringing as well, and all of the traits could, but I feel like dishonesty. I feel like sometimes when you're growing up, like sometimes you lie just to so you don't get a hiding or something. Just say you did something at school
Mm-hmm.
and you did something wrong, or you went and stole something.
Yep.
If you told the truth and said, oh yeah, I did steal something, I feel like, you know, you get a hiding for it. It's like you got a hiding for telling the truth. You did steal something, so you did do something wrong, but telling the truth. If you got because you told the truth, it should have been like, oh, okay, son, you told the truth.
Yep.
Like, at least you told the truth. Like, that's the main thing. But you could get a hiding for it. But if you lied about it and you actually stole, and oh, okay, I didn't have to give you a hiding or something. You got away with it. So it's sort of you got for lying, even when you done something wrong. It's like you didn't get in trouble for it.
Yeah.
So it's like it causes it makes you want to lie.
Yep.
Every time you do something wrong, but I feel like if you grow up in a house where you get rewarded for telling the truth, it can sort of it could instill in you something to always be truthful in the things you do.
Yeah.
So I think it can come from upbringing as well,
Oh.
honesty and dishonesty.
Wouldn't it be good if you could get to your child nice and early, bro? Keeping them in that household, all they know is just to tell the truth. It'll be, oh man, I wish they taught that type of stuff at school.
Yeah.
Don't worry about mathematics or geometry or geography. Teach them that type of stuff.
Just those good people skills, eh?
Life skills, Kels.
Life skills, yeah.
You know what I mean? If there was a class that had all that type of stuff in it, bro, I definitely won't be saying yes to bloody days off to the kids anymore.
Yeah. Because a little story I had about that, bro. When I was young, not young, I was at high school though, and I used to hang out. I had a few mates, and then one day I was out with them just on the weekend, bro, and went down to the local New World, bro, and this is the day when we used to gel up the hair and have the little Dex wax in the hair and that. So we're off to town one day. I think we're just like rolling to town, going to the movies or something like that. And I rocked in there, and because I lived with my nan at the time, so she was but she was really good. She looked after me. She done the best. Like, I was brought up so good. But I was with my mate, and he went in and he was like, "Oh, bro, we'll go steal some wax or some Dex wax and stuff." And like, I remember going in there, and because it wasn't like me, bro, I wasn't like, no, I can't do this. I was a bit scared of doing all that sort of stuff. Like, and I ended up going in, and we ended up just the old Dex wax down the pants or like in the pocket, and then walking out of it. And then after that, bro, I felt so guilty, because I wasn't brought up that way to do that. And it just sat on my heart, bro, and I was like real guilty. And I remember going home that afternoon and being like, and just like I wasn't telling my nan, but I was like, oh, nan, I done something naughty today.
Yep.
And I was just I was being vulnerable, and I was like, and I thought I was just going to get a hiding, for what I was about to tell her. But I just felt like, because it was on my heart, I was like, I had to tell my nan, like, what I'd done. And she was like, oh, Moko, what's wrong with you? I was like, oh, no, I did something naughty today, nan. And then she was like, oh, what was it? And I said, I stole some wax from the New World.
Yep.
And I just started bawling my eyes out, because it wasn't like how, like, I just felt like I let her down.
Yeah.
For doing that, and I wasn't brought up that way. And then and I was just bawling my eyes out, and then she just cuddled me, and she said, it's all right, Moko, like,
Yep.
And like just gave me that comfort. It's like, oh, it's all right, you're not a bad person still. Like, it's just, don't worry, like, we'll get,
Yeah.
you'll be all right, Thanks for telling Nan, and thanks for being honest.
Yeah.
So getting that, I think from a young age, getting that reward, like not that reward, but just being like showing that honesty was a good thing. Made me really think, like, oh wow, like you can actually be honest without getting in trouble.
Yep.
Even though I done something wrong, just the principle of being able to confess and be like, yeah, that was my bad, and her being like, instead of her being like, oh, naughty boy, whack whack whack, it was just like, oh no, it's right, Moko, like,
Yep.
That's not like you. You're all right, like,
Would that make other children, knowing that no consequences are going to come off the back of it, keep them doing it?
I guess maybe for some, maybe for some, I don't know. But I for me, it was sort of like, wow, like, I think my thing was letting her down. Like, I felt like I let her down.
Yep.
So it was more like because I wasn't brought up that way, it was more like, oh, man, I have to tell you this. For some people, it may.
Maybe some that don't have a role model around
But
them.
I feel like for people that would keep them doing it, I think they wouldn't be honest from the jump.
Yeah.
I feel like they'll just be like, oh, why do I even need to tell you? It's not even guilty to them. They don't even feel guilty if it was sort of like something that they do regularly.
Which is a bit of a shame, bro, because that's all they probably know.
Yeah.
There could be some kids in the neighborhood that are just going down the road, just smashing windows. But honestly, you can't be angry at them, because that's all they sort of know. That's just like me going overseas, learning a new language.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Me going over, learning this whole new language, like and then coming back, and then I just start speaking it.
Yeah.
Am I going to get in trouble because that's all I know?
Yeah. Yeah. That's it, bro. Yeah, I think it's hard, bro. I think it does come down to a lot of parenting things, and how we've been showing. But yeah.
Well, honesty and what about dishonesty in relationships as well, bro?
Yeah, well, I think that's where I think it could come from. That, and I think what I was trying to like bring it back to is that like you can like even in relationships, I think you can the more you're pretty much scared of getting hurt, bro. Like you could, instead of being a person of integrity and holding down like, you know, who you actually are, it's like, oh, I don't want to let him go, so I won't tell him this, or vice versa.
Yep.
You know, but I think it just comes down to the person in general, that self-awareness and knowing who you are.
Yeah.
Because some people may be lost without their partner and don't really know who they are, but is that like, you know?
Yeah.
Do you feel where I'm going with it? It's like, man, they could be a bit like, man, I don't want to let him go, so I won't tell him this.
Yeah.
Or I don't want to let her go, so I won't tell her this.
Surely that'll start snowballing, you know, like psychologically, bro, if you're holding on to all this bloody mamai for as long and long and long, it's just like, surely it's going to come out, and then at the end it's...
that's right. The sooner you let it out before it builds up, the better.
Yeah.
Even though it still be hard, if it trickles down to like this big blimmin', like you're saying, a big snowball, it's going to be an avalanche, eh?
It is. You're going to probably lose the partner, and then you'll probably, you know, you might have some type of depression or anxiety at the end of it as well. So it's all just...
And yeah, bro, depression or anxiety, or even you could get to the point of like suicidal thoughts. And that's where it gets ugly, eh?
It does, bro.
Something I don't know too much about, but it's you can see it at this day and age, bro. It's getting harder and harder, relationships, so...
It is, bro.
All that sort of stuff. But yeah. Anything else, last words you want to touch on, bro? To do with that?
A little bit of jealousy, I think, eh?
Yeah.
Have you ever had a little bit of jealousy in your relationship, bro?
I think maybe earlier on, I think maybe there would have been a bit of there, but
was it jealousy or was it envy? Because they're two...
Well, that's it. Yeah. It could have been envy as well. It could have been maybe earlier stages, but it was probably more... Because me and Jazz have been together for, 16, 17 years now.
Yep.
But, yeah. Maybe way
envy.
back. Yeah. I haven't thought about that too much since a while ago, but yeah.
There was... I think talking about it now, I think mine was more envy.
Yeah.
And I think there's a majority of the brothers out there who may have it as well. That they would be like, oh, well, you're going out, looks like you're having fun, how come I can't?
Oh, okay.
That
was
a bit of me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And bro, I'll be honest, it started really affecting the relationship, me being like that, bro?
Wow.
But I think it was also because obviously a few insecurities on my behalf as well, bro. You know, me being like that, you know, and this went on for, you know, a very long time, bro.
Yeah.
Obviously it wasn't too good for the relationship as well.
Yeah.
And then I ended up going and getting hypnotized, bro.
Oh, wow.
Straight up. I ended up going to get hypnotized, bro. And it was like a really eerie feeling too. So it was one of the boys who knew this guy because he was going through some other troubles as well.
Yeah.
And I was talking to him about it, bro, which was quite good, I suppose, eh?
Yeah.
And he said, hey, look, I've got this number here. You give this guy a ring and go and see him. So he teed it up. You know, I text him and he goes, it was all sort of like real secretive, bro.
Oh, true.
You know, and it was just like, okay, yep, this is the address. Be here at this time.
Yeah.
I was like, sweet. So I drove there this time, and when I got there, bro, he was standing up on his balcony, sort of knowing that I was like just around the corner to get
Who
there.
the hypnosis guy?
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
So I drove up, bro, and there he is, and he's just like standing there. So I hop out of the ute. I walk up into the house. I go up into the house, and he just tells me, so what are you here for? Like, what is it? And I started rattling off all these things. I want to get rid of negative thinking. I want to get, you know, insecurities or jealousy. And he goes, look, you can't have all of those. I can't help you out with all of those. What's one of the main ones that you want to get a hold of? And I said, okay, well, it's the jealousy that I want to get a hold of. And I was like, all right, now take a seat, and grabbed out this paper, and he had all these questions on here, like, when do you get jealous and all this type of stuff. And like he had all these like random little things placed up on the wall, bro, strategically, I think, too, eh?
Yeah.
And like he would mention, oh, how come you're looking up at that thing there? And I think this was the process where he was starting to hook
okay.
me in, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he said, like, just start closing your eyes, and obviously the hypnosis started, bro. And like, now I'll be honest, bro, it really did work, bro.
Yeah.
Because ever since then, all the stuff that used to happen,
Mm.
it just disappeared. And that weekend, my partner had something going on, bro? So that was the test when it really actually did happen. See, when she did have that type of stuff, right, I'll be standing at the front door and I wouldn't even kiss and say goodbye. I'll just slam the door, boom, just go on with the boys. How come she gets to go out and I don't, and I'm here with the kids? There's that resentment again.
Oh.
And that weekend, bro, after I got hypnotized, it was just like, bang, it was automatic, bro. Boom, awesome, have a wicked time, gave her a kiss, and then she sort of just like went on her way.
Yeah.
And I knew that she was a little bit shocked too, because when she was pulling out, she actually looked back and I like waved, and she was just like, "Fuck, that was weird.
Yeah.
That was really weird." So the eyes were closed, and he was like talking to me, like obviously from my childhood and all that type of stuff. And when it was happening, you could see that my eyes were like flickering, and like he was
true.
saying, now I know that you're starting to go really deep. Like I could hear it. His voice was like real slow and all this type of stuff. It was very hypnotic, bro.
Oh, wow.
And when it all happened, I didn't think it worked, bro, until I actually hopped up. And when it had all finished, I went out to the ute, and I sort of said, "Oh, so if I need to get in contact with you, how can I do that?" And he goes, "Oh, I'd rather you just delete my number, just like it had,
Just get rid of it.
yeah, just like nothing could happen, because this will be the last time that I'll see you."
Oh, wow.
And as I was going out, bro, he just says, "Just forget where I live as well." And as I was walking out and hopping into my ute, there he was again, standing up on the balcony, just watching me with his eyes closed, bro.
True.
And till that day, I cannot remember his name, bro. I was
what?
bloody buzzy, and I'm like trying to look through my phone, going back, even looking up into my other phones and stuff like that, just to actually see.
What happened? Like,
And his number wasn't in there, bro. It was such a
Hey.
trippy experience, man.
Bro, that's an experience, eh?
It was, bro, and I'm so grateful that happened, bro, because who knows what else could have happened off that.
Wow.
And I was a bit of a clown.
And so after that experience, bro, did it just all these feelings go away, or was
Bro, honestly, now everyone's probably saying, "Oh, this is a little bit too woo-woo-y."
Yeah, yeah.
But man, I swear on my kids, bro, it really worked, bro. Getting hypnotized and getting that ugly trait taken out, bro. It was amazing, man. It just stopped just like that.
Real?
Yeah, it was wicked, bro. It was wicked.
True.
Yeah.
And like, does it come back, or is it just like fully?
No,
Yeah.
it's not once reared its ugly head.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it was awesome. So glad that I done it.
Wow, crazy, bro.
Yeah, it was a bit of a trippy experience.
That is, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, yeah. Far out. Yeah, because that would, and it helped out, eh? It helped out.
Yep,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Definitely helped out, bro.
And it's just what that trait of jealousy or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not embarrassed to say that, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
You
for
know,
sure.
Every single one of those traits that we've got written on that
On the
that
paper?
brainstorm there,
Yeah.
I've had every single one of them, bro.
Wow.
And to come out on the other side, obviously, a few of them may jump up, but the
Here and there.
existence of them isn't as long. It's
Wow.
about a fingernail width long, and then it's gone.
Yeah, and it's gone, eh?
That's why I wear this with pride,
Yeah, yeah.
because we worked really hard to get something
Yeah.
like this, bro. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm shocking. I've lost how many of them, bro?
Yeah.
I need to get me another one. Oh, actually, Jez got me another one, but it was the fingers a bit too.
Oh, on the swell.
Yeah, the fingers on the swell. I was like, hey, it was a greenstone one too.
Man.
But it was like, yeah, bro. But anyway, bro, that was a nice, bro. So much gems in that one.
Hope so, bro.
Hope so, and
Hope so, yeah.
I think the value that we've got, even the stories that we told, I think they can go a long way and help a few people out, and
Definitely, bro.
even bring people to a place of talking about it.
Yep.
Whether it's that pondering on them, meditating on it themselves, or even better talking to their other half or
Their
their
other
partner
half.
about it.
Definitely, bro.
And it's really nutting it out and being vulnerable and allowing yourself to be vulnerable.
Like it's not even like it's not even scary, fellas.
No.
If you're out there, just drop down that guard, bro.
Yeah.
Because once that guard is down, man, the magical things that come off the back of that are amazing. That they're not only going to benefit yourself, but they're going to benefit the people that are around you, your loved ones, your children, and like I said in the previous things, the people that you talk to as well.
Yeah. That's awesome, bro. Well, do you want to finish off with our quote of the day?
I do, bro. Yes, I do.
That's an awesome one that you let me know. Yeah.
Now this is from obviously Jay Shetty, bro.
Yeah.
It sort of refers to you may have, no matter what type of struggles that you have with, it may be, your friends or family members or something like that.
Yeah.
You know that they're always there, and some of the tough times that you've been through, they were a part of, bro. So having those arguments with them is really insignificant if you think back when you did all the good things together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think you know who I'm talking about too if you're watching this. If I can get it up here. Oh, wow. I thought I took a bloody picture of it, bro.
Oh, is it up? Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, hang on. Excuse me, Whānau. Thought I took a bloody picture.
Oh. Sorry, Whānau.
Here it is.
Oh, yeah.
Got it.
You got it, bro.
I'll never regret someone that I had an amazing time and experience with, even if we fall off. You made my life special at a certain time. We grew together, even if we grew apart. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So no matter what type of little insignificant things that you've argued about,
Yeah.
you've gone through some good times with that person and those people, and never to forget those good times, eh?
I like it because it's sort of saying that you're cherishing the moments that you did have,
That's right.
you know,
Yep.
even though we might not be at that stage still, or we might have, went our own ways.
Mm-hmm.
You're still letting them know that those times were precious,
Yeah, bro.
and and it meant a lot, while those memories are there.
Yeah.
They still mean something to me. So that was that's sort of what I got out of it, bro.
Nice, bro.
And it's quite a comforting
It is.
bit of word there, eh?
Yeah. So, to those people who have got little grudges with people that they're not just talking to, or that's long gone,
Yeah.
is it really worth it?
Is it worth it?
Pick up your phone and give them a bit of a text.
Yeah.
Give them a call and just see what they're up to.
How's things?
How's things?
You know?
You don't
Are
have
you
to,
okay?
don't have to go out of your way to go and drive and see them.
No.
Just let them hear your voice. Just let them know that you're still thinking of them, eh, bro?
Yeah, hard. And that's awesome, Whānau. And that's that's the second episode, our second episode for the podcast. And yeah, I think there's a lot of gems in there that a lot of people may take, and it could help a few friends and anyone that's watching out there to talk, bro.
Even
Talk.
if it's not 100 people, even if
No.
just one person gets something from it, bro, I think that's enough, eh?
I agree.
Even if it's just one person, bro.
Anyway, bro, thanks for the episode 2.
Good, bro.
Enjoyed that.
Welcome,
Thanks for your
brother.
time, bro. And thank you everyone for watching. Appreciate that.
all you need, and a kiss is all you need. Oh, baby.
Late nights in California with my baby.